So, good evening, everyone. So, I welcome everyone to the last section of our boot camp, and today we'll be talking about the resume and the cover letter writing. So, if you can see my screen, please say something. So, yeah, everybody knows about resume and cover letter writing. They are one of the most paramount, documents when you are applying for jobs. And today, in this section, we'll be guiding you through the process of creating an impactful resume and cover letter. And these documents are key to any job application. And you have to, how, in this something, you will learn how to align them perfectly. And this will help you to stand out in the competitive job market. So my name is Oladotun Solomon. I'm the co-founder of myDataclique, and I'm a data analyst as well. So like I said, today we'll be talking about resume and cover letter writing, which are the master for job application process. And today also we'll be talking about how they are key to a successful job application. And the overview of this section will discuss how you can create an impactful resume and cover letter and how to ensure both documents complement with each other in a job application. So I want us to talk. What's the meaning of resume and CV? Can anyone explain the meaning of CV and resume? Okoyemi, do you have any idea about the meaning of resume and CV? Or anyone, please? Hello, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I can try.
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Okay, there's no problem. Yeah, then we'll be talking about resume and CV. So, so we all know that there is key difference between resume and CV. Resume is a concise, document that summarizes your experience, your skills, and education. When you are talking about resume, there are pages, there are documents that summarizes your experience, your skills, and education, and they focus on specific job application. That's the meaning of resume. And the CV is a detailed document that is longer than 2 pages. And when you are talking about CV, they are used for academic research or international positions. When you are applying for scholarships, you are applying for school, your graduate program in the universities and abroad, you are expected to submit a CV, which is longer than 2 pages. It is also a document that summarizes your experience, your skills, and your education, your project, your research papers, you understand? But it is always more than 2 pages. But when you are talking about resume is meant for specific job application, and it shouldn't pass more than 2 pages. Even some organization, they will tell you should just submit only 1 page of your resume. Like I said, the key difference is what resume are for jobs and CV are for academic or research positions. So why do both matter? Because I said today we'll be talking about the resume and cover letter. Like I said, resume is a summary of a professional experience, your education and skills, and it offers a concise view of your qualification. So, but now we are talking about cover letter. Cover letter is a personalized letter that explains why you are best fit for the position. When you are applying for jobs, there are some organizations that will tell you that, oh, please submit a cover letter. And a cover letter is a personalized letter that explains why you are the best fit for the position. It expands on key qualification listed on your resume with a context and passion. When you are writing your cover letter, you talk about your experience, why you are the best fit for this project or for this job. For example, you are applying for a data analyst position. When you are writing about your cover letter, you must explain why you are the best fit for this job, and you must talk about your qualification. So today we'll be explaining and we'll be building from scratch. We'll be building resume, and also we'll be writing a cover letter sample. Okoyemi, you are welcome. So now, like I said, we'll be talking about resume basics. And when you are crafting your resume, what are the key important things that must contain your resume? So number one thing is your contact information. If you are applying for a job, you must mention your full name, your phone number, your professional email, your LinkedIn. And when you are writing it, just make it to be simple, professional, and easy to read. Some people, when they are crafting their resume, some might also put in their age and all of that, which are not really important when you are applying for a job. So, and also resume must contain a brief introduction highlighting your career goals and strengths. Though in some cases, you might decide not to put your summary or objectives of your career goals. Some can move on to explaining their education, their professional experience, their projects, their technical skills and non-technical skills. So like I said, work experience too must be included in your resume. You must organize it in a reverse chronological order, and make use of an action word and quantifiable achievements. And for example, when you are crafting your resume, you can say you manage a team of 5 to increase sales by 20% in 6 months. You understand? So, and education, if you have a degree, maybe first degree, second degree, you can put it in your resume. You can put your graduation date, your GPA if applicable. Some can decide not to put in their GPA because they might not have a very high GPA or CGPA. It does not really matter. Like I said, you can determine to put it there if you have a high GPA. And your skill sets, which are really more important when you are writing you are crafting your resume. You must put in your Microsoft Excel, your coding skills, your marketing tools. Like I said, you can determine to divide your skills into technical skills or non-technical skills. You can put in your communication skills, your leadership skills as your non-technical skills. And finally, if you have certifications, relevant certifications in data analytics, in project management, you can put it there. Putting it there will add value to your position. And also, if you have relevant extracurricular or projects that showcase your skills, like you are volunteer in one organization, you are volunteer in projects, in data analytics projects, those qualifications will help you when you are applying for jobs. So the next thing is we'll be talking about how you can incorporate competencies into your resume. Like I said earlier, competency is also called a soft skills or non-technical skills. They are skills and behavior that are observable, measurable, and contribute to your personal development. Like what you are currently doing now, this bootcamp that you are currently doing now is you can claim it as you have developed competency. You have been taught how to use Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, and so many other things. You can include it in your resume. And as you develop your resume, it is essential to think through your participation in jobs organization, leadership roles, and articulate competency that each experience has allowed you to develop. For example, you have volunteered in so many places, you have volunteered, you have done so many projects for people, you have developed competency in which you can put in your resume. You understand? So what are the examples of competencies? They are self-development, like what you are currently doing now, your bootcamp, self-development, building networks, meeting people, decision-making skills, communication skills, and self-awareness skills. And recognizing these skills you have developed through experience is a component of self-awareness. And it will not only help you to build a stronger resume, but will also be valuable as you are interviewed. Can you hear me, please? So, and these are the following questions that when you are thinking through of how you can, develop your competency, there are so many things that you have done in the past, and you might be thinking, oh, how can you develop your competencies? Number one thing is, what did I learn from this experience? Hello, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you so much. So, we have various experience. Do you want to say something?
No, sorry, it was a mistake.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you so much. So when you are thinking through of, oh, have I even developed competency? Yes, you have, but you might not even think through of, oh, these are the things I've done in the past. So if you want to know how you have developed competencies, there are a few questions you can ask yourself that, oh, what did I learn from this experience? What impact did I make in your current workplace or in your past? In your current project or your previous project, you have developed competencies. What will I be better able to do in the future because of this experience? That is what your future competencies from your current thing that you have developed. What challenges did I face? What skills allowed me to overcome this, all of these challenges? Okay, you are currently working on a project and probably you don't know what to do. You might determine to ask people and you are able to solve the problem. You have developed competencies. And these are the attributes that you can put in your resume when you are applying for a job. Did you receive feedback from your supervisor or a team member or your friend? You understand? So competencies is something that we do every time, but we might not know how, okay, I've developed competency. So I'm going to illustrate how you can incorporate competency in your resume. Number one thing is the responsibility-based examples. For example, you are a marketing intern for KPMG Nigeria. These are the list of the things that you have in your resume, in your old resume. You mentioned that you made PowerPoint presentation overviews for departments, you called leads for agents, area agents, attended seminars focusing on marketing functions and business operations. You answered phone call. So competencies and responsibility-based examples for same thing. In the first responsibility-based examples, you mentioned that you made PowerPoint presentation overviews for departments. How can you incorporate competencies and responsibility-based examples? You can probably put it in this way. You collaborated with 10 departments to create comprehensive overview PowerPoint presentations. It is different from this. The very first one is you made a PowerPoint presentation overviews for departments. And after you have incorporated competencies and responsibility-based examples, you are able to say, okay, you collaborate with 10 departments to create comprehensive overview PowerPoint presentation. This serves better when you submit this type of resume to any organization, they will know that you have incorporated competency in your resume. Yes, the very first one says you called leads for area agents. You can say it in a better way that you cultivated approximately 180 leads per day by establishing rapport with potential clients through a clear and strong communication, professionalism, and excellent customer services. You have incorporated competencies. Can anyone tell me the difference between the very first one and the second one, please? Can anybody talk, please? Opeyemi, Mata, please. Can anybody explain this?
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much.
Yes, from the first, that's called list for area agents seems casual. It doesn't seem like you are, yes, it seems like maybe you may know what you are doing, but you're not professional, kind of. You know, when you are trying to talk to a professional and using professional terms, the person will understand that, okay, this person knows what he's doing and is ready to, take on the job, especially when you're now using terms like rapport with potential clients. That means, it's convincing. It's more convincing than the first one.
Thank you so
on
much.
Professional level.
Thank you so much. So we are still on competencies. So like the very first one as well, you said you attended seminars focusing on marketing functions and business operations. You can easily say you attended multiple professional seminars, networking with colleagues and experts while gaining knowledge of marketing strategy, consumer behavior, and brand marketing. You have incorporated competencies. And the last one, it says answer the call. You might probably say you interacted regularly with clients by phone to assess needs, resolve issues, and surpass expectations, which really tells a lot when you are developing your resume and your cover letter. So another thing that you can also do when you are incorporating competency is the use of action words. For example, when you are developing I've seen so many resumes that, oh, I built a dashboard. What did you build? You can easily say you develop an interactive dashboard. This will tell a lot in your resume. You analyze data. In the best way, you can say you conducted exploratory data analysis on X data set to identify trends. This is an action word that explains better from building, oh, I built a dashboard, to develop an interactive dashboard. It is quite different. If any HR sees this, they will know that, okay, this person knows what he or she is doing. So another way you can show your competency is to show your tools. Make it clear what tools you worked on. Don't just list them. For example, you can say you develop an interactive sales dashboard using SQL, the structured query language, the Tableau, the Python, in order to reduce report generation time. This is quite okay. Some people can easily say, oh, I use this, I use SQL, I use Tableau, I use Power BI. What did you use all of these skills to do? You can incorporate competency by explaining what you use all of these tools to do, what you use all of these tools, be it Tableau, Power BI, to solve businesses' problems. And also, when you are crafting your resume, you can also mention metrics and achievements. For example, you can say you clean data, which is really clean, which is really weak. You clean data. What did you do? You can easily say you cleaned and processed 500,000 rows of customer data, and it reduces what? Inconsistencies. It is different from I only clean data. So you created a machine learning model. You can easily say you developed and deployed a predictive model using skills learned. So many things you can do when you are incorporating competencies in your resume. So how can you tailor your resume? There are several ways how you can tailor your resume, like I said. When you are applying for jobs, it is always important, it is always essential to incorporate competencies in your resume. And how can you tailor all of this? And this is what we'll be building today. We'll be building a resume from scratch, and also we'll be building a cover letter that will help you whenever you are applying for jobs. So how can you customize your resume? Make sure you align your resume to job description, both the experience, the skills, and qualification most relevant to the job. Most people who apply to jobs, they'll be like, oh, I did not get interviewed. What's the problem? There's something they call ATS. Do anybody know the meaning of ATS? ATS means applicant tracking system. Yeah, thank you so much. So when you are tailoring your resume, you must tailor your resume to every job roles, which is more important when you are creating your resume. So like I said earlier, make use of action verbs, developed, led, initiated, increase, and keep it concise. Like I said earlier, limit your resume. No matter how experienced you have, make sure you limit your resume to only 1 to 2 pages, at most 2 pages. So, and also proofread your resume very well. Make sure you make use of Grammarly as an AI tools to proofread your English, your spelling, grammatical errors that you can face, that you can face when developing your resume. So the next thing we'll be talking about is cover letter basis. And I'm going to explain the structures of cover letter, which are very important. When you are writing your cover letter, make sure that you have an header. Use the same heading as your resume for consistencies. Your name is Oladotu Solomon in your resume. And when you are crafting your cover letter, you are putting Oladotu Emmanuel Solomon. There is no consistency. So please, when you are developing or when you are writing your resume, make sure that you have the same heading as your resume and your cover letter. And also include your name, contact information, and employer's contact info when you are developing your resume. Salutation. Yes, address the letter to a specific person. If you are not sure, or if you don't know the HR's name, you can use the generic one, the hiring manager or KPMG hiring team. Those are the examples of you can use. If you don't know the name of the HR, you can use the generic one, the hiring manager, the hiring team, or the company's name is KPMG. You can use KPMG hiring team. It will really help you a lot when you are crafting your cover letter. And introduction, mention the position, the role that you are applying for. Oh, my name is Oladotu Solomon. I am applying for this position. Mention the position. Maybe you are applying for a data analyst job or business intelligence job. Mention the make mention of the position that you are applying for, and show passion for the company and briefly mention why you are interested in the position. So when you are crafting your cover letter, show passion for the company and briefly mention why you are interested in this position. It's going to help you. So, and the body says, align your qualifications with your job description, which is really important. this is where ATS, which is the applicant tracking system, will come in. Because if there is no alignment in the job description and the qualification that you say you possess, you might not get interviewed. And also, pick one or two of your top experiences and demonstrate how they can directly apply to the role. So those are the things you have to put in place when you are writing your cover letter. And closing remark, mention, you say thank you and express your desire for an interview. So this will help you when you are crafting your cover letter. So what are the key elements for a strong cover letter? The body, like I said earlier, be specific. This is your recap. Tailor your cover letter to the job, to the company. You understand? Do not use generic statements. Do not use generic statements. Show passion, like I said earlier. Show passion. Let your passion for the role and the company shine through your cover letter. And also, do not repeat your resume. There are so many jobs that you're applying to that what is on your resume, you have to put it on your cover letter. You don't have to put it there. What you need to put on your cover letter is to show success, how you can able to work on the job, how you are passionate about the job. Those are the things that must include in your cover letter. And be concise. Make it just one page, one word page. So this is going to help you. So thank you so much, Adeyemi, for sharing that document. So tailoring your cover letter as well. When you are drafting out your cover letter, do not rush. You are not rushing anywhere. Make sure to research about the company. Demonstrate that you understand the company's mission, the culture, and what they are looking for in a candidate, which is really important. So, and also address the job requirements. Mention the job description, check the job description, and explain how your qualification, how your technical skills fit for the role. And also align your skills. If the job asks for a specific skills like problem-solving skills, communication skills, highlight how you have demonstrated these skills in the past roles or projects. This come in your what? Your competencies that you have done in the past, your projects, your past role. Mention it in your cover letter. Those are the things they will look at. Okay, this person is best fit for this job role. So your resume and cover letter alignment, both be consistent in the design. When you are designing when you want to design your cover letter and your resume, make sure to use same format, same font, headings, and contact information. Like I explained earlier, if your name is Oladotun Solomon, in your cover letter, mention that in your resume as well. So the do's and the don'ts for the both documents, like I said, customize each resume and cover letter for the job you are applying for. If you are applying for 10 jobs, make sure that you are going to customize each resume and cover letter. Do not use a generic resume and cover letter for the job because they have different job description. And also use a strong action verbs in both documents. Like I said, there are many action verbs that you can use as a data analyst. You build, you develop, you lead a team, so many things. And quantify your achievements on your resume. There are many things you can quantify. Even if you don't have that full work experience, but you have done so many projects and you are able to use that project to solve business problems, you can quantify your achievements on your resume and your cover letter. You You can put it as, oh, you increase sales by 15%. There are many examples you can use when you are crafting your both cover letter and resume. And also, when you are writing your cover letter, mention that you are going to what? You are going to follow up within a week or two. It's going to help you. So, like I said, the don't is avoid generic letters. Never use same cover letter for multiple jobs. Do not overdo. Keep your resume and cover letter concise. 1-page max is fine. And ensure your contact info is clean and professional. So in conclusion, in everything that we have said so far, resume and cover letter, both documents plays a crucial role in your job application process. Like I said, the resume provides a snapshot of your qualifications, your experience and skills, and the cover letter complements your resume, offering a personalized explanation of your fit for the role. And also tailor your both resume and cover letter for each job. For each job application, focus on the company's needs and highlight your most relevant experiences. You might have you might have worked for 5 companies. You don't need to mention everything when you are crafting your resume and cover letter. Mention the strongest one. You can mention 2 or 1, the most strongest one, to explain why you are the best fit for the job, and you'll be fine. And also alignment matters. Better work together. You understand? Both work together. Your cover letter should expand on the points in your resume without simply repeating them. You don't need to repeat what is on your resume. You can, when you are crafting your cover letter, you can just mention your success, what you are able to achieve in the cover letter. So, and also, like I said, make sure to proofread your errors. You can make use of Grammarly. You can make use of so many AI tools to proofread your errors. And also, when you are crafting your cover letter and your resume, make use of action verbs, quantify your achievements when possible, and maintain a professional but yet passionate tone in both documents. So what we'll be doing now is we'll be developing a strong resume, and we'll be developing a cover letter. But before that, I want few people to talk about what you have, your more understanding about your resume and cover letter so far. So can anyone talk? We have Paul, we have Basi, we have Yetunde, we have Adeyemi, we have Opeyemi. Please, can anyone just talk, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much.
This would work, Basi.
What do you say?
This is Basi.
Oh, thank you so much, Basi.
Yeah. So from what you said today, I know like sometimes it's actually looking stressful to create resume for each job application.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that, using one resume for multiple job applications. And also, thank you for the insights of how to narrate what you do in a more communicative way.
Yeah.
Just saying, I chat with customers, I do this, instead of you create leads. So this has actually helped my understanding of resume. Thank you.
Thank you so much for what you just said. Now you said you use same cover letter and all. You can reduce your stress by being smart. You can make use of ChatGPT. There are so many AIs that you can use to reduce the stress that you face when you are crafting your cover letter and your resume. And those are the things that we are going to do now. How you can be, very fast and efficient as well. So, Opeyemi, do you have anything to say, please?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. So far, I've learned the basic difference in resume and cover letter.
Thank you so much. Is Opeyemi still there? Okay. Okay, Oluwadamilola, do you have something to say, please?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
No, I was waiting for the question and answer section before but
Okay,
it seems like that will be later. So let me just quickly ask before I forget. When you were explaining a lot of things, when you're explaining writing your resume and cover letter, you mentioned a part about being it's more like being, what do you call it? You said we should use measurable, like we should
yeah,
be
like make use of metrics, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
And when you now coined the sentence, while I was in school, I
okay,
made use of I actually have two questions. This is the first one. I made use of AI a lot for projects and all. And I'm very used to, most times if I should see anything AI, I can identify that, oh, it's probably AI that was used.
yeah,
And
that's
the reason is because my supervisors and some other lecturers, they specifically decided that none of us should use AI. So they can, you know, detect. So because of that, when one uses AI, someone has to start like re-editing and all to make it less, less
yeah.
perfect. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do
So
actually.
where I'm going is that when you say it like that, using measurable, like,
Metrics.
yes, metrics and coining it like that, it makes it look fake, kind of,
Yeah,
especially for instance, now I don't have any experience outside
yeah,
education because we just finished university. For people like us that have just finished and we are just getting out,
yeah,
we don't really have much experience outside the education setting.
yeah, that's true.
So when we are doing things like this, won't it sound too off for someone that when they know that,
Yeah,
okay,
I
like,
understand. That's true. Like what you just said is, thank you so much for this question. It's a very good question. Very good question. So in this way, I know that we data analysts, we do so many projects. We do so many projects. When you were doing the project, I'm very sure your aim is what? Is to do so many things. Though it is not a must to put metrics. If you said like it's not a must to put in metrics, you might decide not to put it there. But if you put metrics, it's going to help you. You understand? One, like I said, you have worked on projects. And what were you able to do with that project? If you really understand that project that you worked on, you were able to solve a problem. Probably you were able to increase the revenue. Probably, oh, this state is not making more sales when you are discussing your data visualization. What is your prediction in the next 2 years that, okay, this state is going to make more than 20% of what they are currently making in your prediction? You can easily put it there. You understand what I'm trying to say? So
yes, yes,
your
yes,
main target is like I said earlier, is not a much to put in metrics, but to like everything now is metrics one way or the other because you are solving a problem. Why are you summing this sales of 2 years? What is your achievement? What do you want to gain from this data visualization? You understand what I'm trying to say? You can easily put in metrics. Oh, after you have analyzed this data, you're able to see that there are inconsistency of 2% of error. You understand? You can easily calculate all of these things. You understand? Though it is not a must to put in metrics, like I said earlier, it is not a must. But if you want to be more professional, like I said earlier, you can easily calculate your metrics. They are easy. And these are the things that we are going to put in. We are going to put in place right now. You understand? In the next 30 to 40 minutes, we'll be through and we'll be, So thank you so much for the question once again. So let me share my screen now. I'm using two screens. So please, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So now we want to develop a resume, and we are going to make use of ChatGPT as well. You understand? Everything is now AI. The thing is, if you don't know how to use AI now, they are going to employ someone who knows how to use AI. That's what we are currently. So now, how can you use AI to be more efficient? Though, do not depend on AI for everything. Do not. AI can only give you more insight, and you can put in more personalized things when you are crafting your resume and your cover letter. You understand? So I'm going to go to my Google Docs now. I love making use of Google Docs to develop a resume, which is really more important. I don't know. So the few things I do when I'm developing my resume is to go to the page setup. Then I want to reduce the top to have more size, or more space. So, and the bottom as well to have more space. Then, yes, I have more bigger space now. You understand? So let me start by saying, okay, like I said, when you are crafting your resume, your body, your heading is the most important thing here. You understand? It's one of the most important things because in the heading, they will know your name, they will get to know your email, they will get to know where you stay, your LinkedIn link, and so many things like that. You understand? So let me start by saying, okay, whose name should I use? Okpeyemi Yusma. I'm sorry if I'm not right with your pronunciation. So you can probably change it to Calibri. So you can't just use anyhow text. So it's either you use Calibri or you use Times New Roman. So you increase the size. You can probably increase the size to 22, then place it on the middle. Yeah. So you can bold it. You need to bold it because that is your name actually. So what next you can put on your resume is your email, which is really more important because with email, they are going to know where you stay. You understand? Let me just form one. Opeyemi Yusma at gmail.com. So you can put, okay, you stay in Lagos. Let's assume you stay in Lagos, Nigeria. Followed by your number, which is more important as well. Maybe +234 90387907. So you can follow by your LinkedIn link. You can put in there. It is more important. Yeah. You understand what I'm trying to say now? So Opeyemi Usman. So we are probably using Opeyemi today. So yeah. So like I said earlier, when I was explaining, in some cases, you might determine not to put in your professional experience and like your professional summary. You understand what I'm trying to say? And you can still decide to put it there. Like I said, professional summary. Professional summary. So you can shift it to the left side. Like I said, it is not a must to make use of professional summary, but I feel when you are crafting your, it's not I feel, it is always important to explain, these are the things you have done. Oh, you have 2 years of experience being a data analyst. You have 1 year experience as a business intelligence analyst. It is really important when you put it there. So your professional summary can come in this way. So now we are going to make use of AI as a tool to develop all of these things. And when you are doing all of these things, you have to find a way to personalize it more. There's a way you can also, tweak it to be more personalized. You understand? So I'm going to copy a job something on the, let me just, so I'm currently on LinkedIn. So I want to copy this thing. So this is where your prompting skills will come. You understand? Then you copy, then I'm going to go to my ChatGPT. So then paste it here on my ChatGPT. So, hello. Give me a professional summary. ChatGPT is trying to understand what I'm trying to say. But there are so many professional summary you can use when you are developing your resume. You understand? Probably you are a banker. You can easily say, okay, okay, paragraph. Yeah. See, the business intelligence intern at Amazon will focus on building, optimizing, and data-driven solutions, including blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, it is not a must to use ChatGPT if you don't know how to make use of it very well. So now you can easily say, okay, I'm coming. You can easily say, okay, make use of bullet points. Like I said, always make use of bullet points when you are writing, your something. You can easily say over 2 years of experience in diverse roles within data analytics, banking sector. You can say including, you are just writing your professional summary, you understand? Including professional internship through Nigeria Bankers Association intern program. So you can easily mention, okay, another thing as well. Probably you pursued can copy all of these, press Ctrl J. Okay. To align it better. So we are just crafting now. So this is your what? Your professional summary that explains, oh, you have 2 years of experience in diverse roles in data analytics, banking sector, and you have a professional, you had your professional internship through Nigeria Bankers Association intern program. So the next thing you can easily say now is what? Your education, which is more important. Education can come in, or your professional experience can come in. Professional experience. So what we are working on is no more than 2 pages, no more than 1 pages, which is really important. So your professional experience can come in this way, like, oh, you've had your internship in any other, in like maybe KPMG, Deloitte, Big Four, and all of that. Then you start from probably, oh, data analytics internship, right? Intern. Then this is the work role. You can bold it, you understand? Then go back to ChatGPT. Give me probably two strong roles based on job qualification or job description. So what we are trying to do now is to beat the ATS software. Yeah, like this is, okay, the very first one say data analytics and reporting specialist. This role involves gathering and analyzing data, blah, 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 you understand? So this is where your skills will come in by explaining what we are able to do through this work role, you understand? So from this, I think I'm going to, okay. Like I said earlier, when you are writing your work role, make sure to use of bullet points when you are writing your work role, which is really important. So you can say, okay, you design, like I said, it's not a must to put in metrics if you don't have. Design and developed data, interactive data set You can easily put it this way. So you design and develop interactive dashboard using Power BI and Tableau, enabling stakeholders to make data-driven decisions. You understand? Like I said earlier, it's not a must to put in metrics if you are not confident with it. But if you know you are confident and you know your skills and probably you have a lot of work experience, you can always quantify your metrics, the metrics. So another thing you can easily say now is you created ETL pipelines, ETL pipeline, which is extract, transform, and load pipelines, and data transformation workflow using Power Automate, SQL, and improving reporting efficiency. You understand? You are trying to explain the workflows. So that's it. If it is only if it's only one something that you have, like only one professional experience that you have, you can only just put in one. You understand? So the next thing now is if you talk about, project. Project is really one of the most important things when you are working as a data analyst. You can have a project and put in your horizontal line. That's still going to work about. So you can put your project. Probably you have worked on so many projects using Tableau, Power BI, or you have worked on projects using, using Excel. You have built ETL pipelines. You understand? You can mention it here that, okay, probably Tableau, and Power BI, visualization and reporting. So you make use of Power BI. So instead of listing everything, you can, like I said, make use of bullet points when you are doing this. So you can easily say, okay, you analyze and visualize. These are what? And is anybody there, please? So like I said, you must make sure how to use action verbs: analyzed, developed, visualized, curated, designed. So analyze and visualize data for multiple projects using MS Excel, Tableau, or MySQL. Like I explained earlier, do not just list all of these rows. Make sure to quantify what you use these rows to do, what you are able to solve all of these rows. So which is really more important? Tableau, then you can mention the project that you use all of these rows. You can say you maybe consultant performance dashboard. cost center dashboard. So you are going to mention the few projects that you have done. Maybe you created a sales dashboard, you created maybe a customer call dashboard. So you can mention all of these dashboard and you'll be fine with it. So you can mention probably earthquake. I'm just giving you projects that these are samples, you understand? Earthquake century dashboard. So yeah. So I want to align it properly. And also, if you have the link, you can put in the link there. So, but there are so many ways you can do it. If you have a portfolio, you can put your portfolio link here as well. After your LinkedIn, you can create a barcode and put it at the top of here. There are so many things you can do. You can do with it. So this is a project, probably you just started into data analytics and all of that. So you can put in your project. You can put in the link. You can put in your link here, which HR or any organization that you're applying to can easily access all of these things. So the next thing you might probably put in your resume is your certifications. Your certifications. You can put in your certifications. So you can put in your certifications there. You can bold it. You can put myDataclique. You can put probably Microsoft Power BI desktop for business intelligence. We are going to put the year. We are also going to put the year there. So I just want to mention a few things that we need to do, which are most important things. You can put in you can put maybe, okay, business intelligence and data analytics, data analyst. So the next thing is your technical skills. Your technical skills. You can put technical skills or put skills, because you are going to explain, like I said earlier, you can divide your skills into technical skills and non-technical skills. Non-technical skills. You can put skills. So everything that I just did is just a sample of what you need to put in your resume. So the technical skills, you can put Python programming, if you know how to use Python. Instead of just mentioning Python programming, you can also add the libraries. We have so many libraries for Python programming. You can put Pandas, you can put NumPy, you can put Seaborn, to show that it is not only oh, I can use loops, I can make some variables in Python, I can import data. No, you can also use all of these libraries. So you can mention some, if you know how to use machine learning, you can mention some machine learning, you can mention Jump Pro, you can mention, SAS for machine learning. You understand? You can mention Tableau. You can mention Power BI. Power BI. So if you know how to use the database management and query, you can mention MySQL. MySQL. If you can use if you can use Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, you can mention all of these things. If you can make use of ETL process or ETL pipelines, you can mention everything here. So the next thing is the non-technical skills. The non-technical skills. Non-technical skills. So what are the non-technical skills? Even if you can make use of, Python, Power BI, Tableau, what are the non-technical skills that you're going to use when you are explaining what you have done, what you have achieved? You can mention communication skills, communication, you can mention presentation. So those are the things you need to put. There are many. You can mention time management, so many things you can put as a sample. So, and the last thing I'm going to explain is the education. Education. So, education, I feel education is important, very important. You might see so many CV that will start from education and all of that. Yeah, there's nothing bad in it. You can put your technical skills as the first. You can put your professional experience. You can put your project. You understand? In some cases, if you have a lot of projects and you have a website, you don't even need to put your project here. You can just mention your website here. Maybe you have a GitHub that they can easily access. All of these things will reduce your space. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you can start with your education. You can put University of Ibadan. You can start with University of Ibadan. So you can put University of Ibadan. You can mention what you are there. Bachelor's of Science, Biochemistry. Yeah. You can put in, you can mention your CGPA, like I said. If you feel it is necessary, if you have a very high CGPA, you can put it there. Maybe you graduated April 2020. So you can mention your CGPA. If you have a very good CGPA, maybe you have a GPA of maybe 4 point something. I'm not saying you cannot put it, but most people will say, okay, because I did not have a high GPA, I don't need to put it there. Yeah, it's fine. So far you are sure of your skills, then you are good to go. You understand? So maybe 4.50 out of 5.0. Those are the things you can put in there. So yeah, you can also put in the date you started working, October 2023 to present. So yeah, you can also put in the year you graduated, you understand? The year you graduated, and also you can also put in the year you received, all of these skills or all of these certifications. Maybe you just received it January 2025. So you understand? So please, are you there, please?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, all of these things I just did now is just a sample of how you can you can do your resume and all of that. Though, like I said, make use of always have it in your mind that there's something called ATS system in which you must align everything that, maybe the job descriptions, the job skills on the job, or the job portal or the job descriptions, it must align with your cover letter, which is more important. You understand? So everything I just did here is just a sample of what you need to do when you are crafting your CV. You understand? So how can we just, to be more efficient, we can say, okay, I need, so to the cover letter, so we can say, hello, you can go to the job coming, yeah. So you can go to the job and put it there as I need a cover letter based, I need a cover letter based on this job description. So ChatGPT is bringing, normally ChatGPT will give us so many things. Then how can you align your CV to the job description? Then you go back to your CV, then you copy all of these things. So you paste it back to ChatGPT. Copy, then paste. So Now say align to the job descriptions. To the cover letter, yeah. So yeah. Cover letter. Yeah. No more. So yeah. Then go back to your Google Docs. Do not forget the hiring managers or the companies coming. The company's address. Yeah. So like I said earlier, we are still going to revamp all of these things. So when you are doing this thing, so like I said, it's not a much to use. If you don't know the HR's name, you might probably use their hiring manager, or you can use probably their Amazon, something related that when ATS, which is the applicant tracking system, is checking, if it is Amazon job description or not. So when ATS is checking all of these things, ATS platform will be able to know, okay, this is meant for us, the Amazon. So you can probably say their Amazon hiring team instead of probably the generic one, hiring manager, their Amazon hiring team. So like I said, always introduce yourself. This will show that this is personalized one. Always introduce yourself. My name is Opeyemi. My name is Opeyemi Yusma. This will show personalized, which most people do not do. Yusma. And and making my application for the business intelligence. I'm passionate about submitting my application for the business intelligence, engineer internship at Amazon. Yes. So I have, this will be more personalized. I have 2 years of experience in data analytics, including my current internship at KPMG Nigeria. I have developed a solid skill set in data analysis, business intelligence, and working with industry standard tools such as Power BI. You understand? So instead of, if you read all of these things now, it quantify what you have done. Instead of just mentioning, oh, I have these skills, I have this, I've done this, I've done that. So instead of, when you are crafting your cover letter, make sure to quantify what you have done, how you have best used all of these skills, how you are going to use all of these skills to solve various problems. You understand? And I said earlier, there should be always a closing remark. Thank you for considering my application. I look forward to the opportunity to discuss my background. No, you can mention my skill set. That's how you have to check my skills align with Amazon goals and how I can contribute, how I can contribute to the continued success of your team. So when you are, like I said, you have to mention what the country stands for, the mission, the vision statement of the company. I am particularly drawn to the Amazon commitment to innovation and its customer-centric approach. You have mentioned what the organization line about, what their mission statement, their vision, what they do, the innovative AI power solutions, what Amazon does. So you have to mention all of these things when you are crafting your cover letter, and also make sure you have the address. Make sure to put it there, always important when you are crafting your cover letter. So I do not know if you have any questions. Yetunde, Paul. Okay, please, do you have any questions?
Sorry.
Okay, Oluwadamilola, please.
Thank you. Is there any way we can get these, like what you've created and even what you wrote, what you presented?
Yes, yes. We'll share the link. You can always click our link on Facebook and all. So
okay, thank you.
So please, I know we all know all of these things. So, but do you gain any new thing, any new approach?
I don't know any of these things. No, I gained a lot. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, sorry, please. I just want to confirm. You said it is advisable not to use the same cover letter for jobs. Let's say, for instance, you're applying for a job and you realize that the job description is the same thing with maybe the one you applied for 2 or 3 weeks ago. Do you think it's still advisable for someone to use that one, or we have to recreate another one? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. I feel, okay, can you please come back? When you said the job descriptions, are they the same word for word, the same skill set, all of that, right?
Yes, the job description is the same thing, but it definitely will not be word
Job
for word.
responsibilities.
The skills, will be the same, might be the same rather.
So what about the roles, or the job responsibility?
Yeah, the same role, the same responsibility, but the job description and maybe the responsibility might be different, but it's still the same role you're applying for. And it just seems the same way. Let me just put it that way. But definitely it won't be the same write-up or the same responsibility, but it's just the same work.
So I would advise you just to start. I know it is always stressful, but just please, to be at the safer side, just do it, please. You have AI, we have AI tools, you have Grammarly, you have ChatGPT that will make work more faster for you. Instead of doing that mistake, why can't you just do it? You understand? Hello, please, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so just do it, please. It really help you. It really help you. So thank you so much for joining. So do you have any other question? Okay, so if there is no question, then thank you so much once again for joining. We appreciate for joining. Mata, Oluwadamilola, Yetunde, and Paul, thank you so much for joining. So you are going to receive all of this recording on our YouTube channel, and you can check back and also do more research. You can make use of Facebook. You can make use of so many things. So thank you so much. God bless you all.